clothespin for such a thing, do you think it would be appropriate for the clothespin to complain that it was not appropriate for it to be used for such a purpose because it was a pin for clothes?
No, I suppose not.
Well then, I don't suppose that it is appropriate for you to say it is inappropriate for you to come sit by me and offer me something sweet.
That was good.
So, little Fifi, come sit by me. I have a very sweet tooth this evening, and I seem to have dropped my fork.
Leon puts the tea things down and circles around the coffee table to the other side of the sofa to sit next to Barb. There's a moment of silence as they gaze into each other's eyes.
Is now a bad time to bring up the MasterCard bill?
What?
I guess, well, you said we should discuss it sometime when we weren't fighting.
Jesus Christ, Leon. Really? You're bringing up the MasterCard bill now? In the middle of date night? In the middle of what the?
Stands up and starts taking her long hair out of the bun she's had it in.
I'm sorry. It just seems like there's never a good time.
Okay, but could there be a worse time?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. God, you look so mad.
I am mad.
I mean, like devil mad.
What?
What is that?
He turns to behind the sofa and notices that the light outside the window has turned orange. The peaceful street is now all lit up with the colors of flames. The house across their peaceful suburban street is ablaze.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Oh, geez, what the hell's going on here?
Frankie and Jane's place? Quick, go see if you can help. I'll call 911. What? Go help.
I'm dressed like a French maid.
Oh, for Christ's sake, you're worried about that. No one cares. No one would care anyway these days. It would probably earn you points, but really, no one cares when their house is on fire. Yes, there is yes, 118 Chestnut. Okay, thank you. They know already. They're on their way.
Barb and Leon pause and look out the window. A siren is heard.
So I don't need to go over there, right?
No, nope. I think they've probably got it.
They turn to each other and look into each other's eyes.
Barb,
Yes.
I'm sorry about the credit card bill.
It's okay.
And I'm sorry I'm boring.
It's okay. I guess there are worse things than boring.
So we're okay?
Yep.
They stand staring at each other perfectly still against the fiery sky for a minute. And then slowly, in perfect sync, they begin to do a hand jive. They smile and weave, and together they reach for a slice of cake, and in sync, they feed it to each other. Curtain. Thank you very much.
So I was in a maid's costume, huh? Okay.
I like that.
Excellent reading. Thank you both.
Very nice. Thank you, Jack.
Mr. Adams.
All right, but before I share my play, a quick announcement. The live streaming is working now all of a sudden, so I'm going to stop recording. And we are now streaming the remainder of the show on YouTube and Facebook. So we do have everything captured. Some of it's on that recording and some of it will be archived on YouTube and Facebook. I apologize for the confusion there.
I will never forgive you.
I know. All right. So my play was The suggestions were Western and Hallmark movie. So I did a mashup, both genres together, a Western Hallmark movie. Now, I will tell you that I have never seen either kind of those movies. And so this is my impression of what that is. So a moment, please, as I call up, as I get my play here. All right, so everybody ready? Everybody have the cast?
I do.
I'm
Who's
ready.
out on screen?
All right. Give me one moment, please. So the only characters who start on screen are the bartender, and then Stephen is going to enter, and then everybody else enters along the way. Okay, and Valpy, the character of Stephen is a male, so Valpy is Laura Valpy is playing Stephen for us, and that is a male character. All right, I am out of here, and I will read stage directions, and here we go. The title of the play is West of Heart Valley. A bar in an old western town. The bartender is behind the bar. Enter Stephen.
Stephen McAllister. Well, tumble down, tumbleweed. I ain't never expected to see you around these parts again.
How are you, Derek? I bet a lot of folks are going to be surprised to see me.
Sheriff Bannister told you to hit the high road and not never come back.
I know it, Derek. I know he did. But I couldn't go. I tried. I saddled up old Ninny and I rode out of town. Couldn't get far, though. I got just east of Heart Valley and, well, something pulled me back.
I bet I know what that something was, don't I? Was it a little something named Winnie Tanner?
Is she here, Derek?
Sure she is, Stephen. She's right upstairs.
Enter Sheriff Bannister.
Stephen McAllister. Oops, sorry.
Stephen McAllister. That's all right, barkeep. We both know McAllister. I thought I told you to hit the high road, never come back.
Enter Winnie on the upstairs level.
You leave him alone, Sheriff Bannister.
Nah, Winnie, I told you I ever saw this horse thieving mug in my town again, I'd take him in it.
Stephen, what are you doing here? Why'd you come back?
You know, Winnie, you have to know. Sheriff, please. I know that you and I are the type of folk that are used to settling our differences from 10 paces away, guns a-blazing. But I need to ask you to look under that flannel shirt of yours and find your heart. Your beating heart that understands two people in love can't be torn apart so easily without the whole world crying with them. And I need you to give me just one more chance to make things right with Winnie. Please, Sheriff. Please.
Damn you, Stephen. Damn you for making me cry. Sure, go ahead. Come on, folks. Let's all scram, give Stephen and Winnie the room. Come on, let's do it for love.
All exit. Stephen and Winnie sit at a table.
You look good, Winnie.
Yes, I'm like a clothespin on a clothesline. The clothesline is life, and the silk shirt is all my hopes and dreams trying to fly off into the wind. And I'm the clothespin trying desperately to hold on to all my dreams together and not let them go. But you're the wind, Stephen. You're the wind that's blowing up against my silk shirt. And I don't know how much longer I can keep it on the line.
Winnie, when I first came riding out of Heart Valley that day and rode here into town, I was a broken man. My wife had just died and I was so busted up that all I could think of doing was turn bandit, ride out from town to town and leave a string of empty bake faults and empty love affairs in my wake. Then I came here. I came here west of Heart Valley and I saw your eyes. I don't think I ever was able to see anybody's eyes since my wife died. I could only see hers, and I never thought I'd ever feel love again, but you changed all that. You looked into my eyes and all at once, I knew that I was home. Isn't that crazy the way it is, Winnie? Sometimes you have to leave home, rob a bunch of banks and sleep with a bunch of women in order to find home again. But I did. I found my true home in you. And now that I'm home, I don't ever want to leave again.
Then I'll come with you, Stephen. You can't stay here. Sheriff Bannister might have given us this chance to talk, but he ain't never gonna let you stay here for permanent.
I'm done running, Winnie. I'm done. I'm going to stay here and you and I are going to have a little house together and raise a family. What do you say?
What do I say? I say that when I was born, the smallest child out of 9 elder siblings, my mom and pa didn't have any use for me. The little runt, they called me. And I had to sleep out in the chicken coop and work hard while my brothers and sisters were pampered by my ma and pa. Anything that went wrong, they blamed me. The drought, the fires, the locusts, all my fault, they said. And they beat me hard. Hard they beat me, Stephen. They beat me hard. And so one cold winter's night, after they beat me hard for making it snow, I took off and I ran away. I didn't know where I was going. And I was just a skinny little scrape-kneed kid with a bundle on my shoulder and 2 black eyes. That's how I ended up here, west of Hart Valley. And Selma, she took me in and taught me to pour drinks and deal cards. And she let me live up there in that little room, more like a crate than a room, but I didn't complain because I felt more love from Selma than I ever felt from anyone in the world. Until that day. Until that day you came riding out Hart Valley right here into this town and into this bar and into my life. So yeah, I'll live in a little house with you and raise a family because you are my home, Stephen.
Enter Bannister.
The whole thing from behind the door. Stay. Stay the two of you and be happy. That's so crazy. The 2 people in love can stay in a town west of Hart Valley and be happy together.
Enter Maggie.
Is now a bad time to bring up the MasterCard bill?
Maggie.
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 Sorry. Maggie. Now you go on and get out of here, Maggie. We don't need no kind of trouble for you.
Well, you're gonna get that kind of trouble all the same. Howdy, Stephen. I don't suppose you thought you'd be seeing me so soon.
Maggie, I can explain.
Explain what?
Explain why he ran off and left me after promising to love me forever, after saying that he found his true home in my eyes, after saying he wanted to live with me in our little town east of Hart Valley and have a home and raise a family, but all he did was put a baby in my belly and run up my MasterCard bill on liquor, dice, and horseshoes and skip town.
Stephen. Oh, Stephen, say this isn't true.
It's true, Winnie.
Maggie, why couldn't you just stay away?
Sure, blame me. That's what everyone in this town wants to do. Blame me because I was different.
Suddenly, the lights turn orange.
Maggie, don't.
You think I wanted it to be this way? You think I wanted to be born with a strange skin condition that makes my skin glow orange when I get upset? But could anybody extend a little kindness to the freakish orange girl? No, you banished me from town. You sent me to perish all alone in Hart Valley. And then finally, after all these years, I meet a man who tells me that he loves me. But does he? No, just another mean trick on the orange girl. Well, I guess I'm just born to be an outsider, but I don't have to like it. And I don't have to make it easy on anyone else.
She pulls out a gun.
Maggie, don't.
She puts down the gun and pulls out her diary.
Well, don't worry, I'm not going to shoot anyone. I just needed to get to my diary so that I could share this entry with you. I wrote it last night on my way here. Dear diary, I'm on my way to find Stephen. I don't know what I'll say to him. if I end up finding him somewhere, I mean, I guess I'll bring up the MasterCard bill. But after that, I don't really know what I'm fixing to say, other than to let him know that I loved him, that I truly loved him, and that I hope he's found some sort of happiness without me. I'm tired of living with hate, diary. I may have been scorned my whole life, but that doesn't mean I have to scorn others. I think my time with Stephen showed me that. And even though he left me high and dry and pregnant, I forgive him. And I thank him for showing me love, even for a little while.
Look, you're not glowing orange anymore.
No, I guess I ain't feeling mad anymore.
Look, Winnie, Maggie, I can't apologize for what I've done. I can only say that I've done what I've done, and it can't be undone. And I guess I'm coming to learn that I'm not the type of man who deserves a house and a family. I'm just the kind of man who's supposed to spend his life riding from one town to another. The type of man who's missing one of the wooden prongs in the clothespin of his soul and unable to keep his silk skirt from blowing away in the wind. Goodbye, ladies.
Exit Stephen.
Hey, everyone. Remember that dance we used to do?
They all start to do a hand jive in perfect sync.
I haven't done the hand jive in the longest time.
Maggie, why don't you move back here to town? Right here, west of Hart Valley.
Oh, please do, Maggie. And I promise that I won't let nobody make fun of your orange glowing anymore.
And I'll punch anybody in the nose who tries to give you trouble.
And I'll be your best friend, Maggie. Maybe that's what I really need after all. Not a lover, but a friend.
A friend, huh? Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Well, I think our friendship can be the hallmark of a new day around here.
Yeah, the hallmark.
That's right. The hallmark.
Hallmark, I'll say. Hallmark, Hallmark, Hallmark.
Blackout. End of play. Thank you. You're all wonderful.
It was everything I dreamed it would be. And more.
You know, you got to say something.
So much fun, Ken.
You know, it's been a long time since we've been together physically, working with each other. It's been a delight doing these right-aways. But we all kind of understood that this was the best we could do. And we all just kind of understood this was the synchronized hand job.
Yeah.
You know, it took us a while. I mean, I was already doing something, and I thought, no, wait, that's good. That's good. I'm sorry.
I could only see you and Kat on my screen, so I was hoping you two were kind of doing the same thing. So I was hoping we were all doing the same thing.
Nice job, everybody. Now we have one more play, but just before we go to that play, we just want to.
We have two more.
We have two more. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. So then Valves is next.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm up.
Yeah. Take her away,
good.
Valves, and remind us what your suggestion was.
Yes. My suggestion was hoarding. I got hoarding, and my play starts in black. I will have my two actors, Kat and Ken, start off just because it's starts dark, and everybody else, you know what? Everyone else can play all the other characters that don't have lines. So everybody else, DW and Mike Durkin and Laura Livingston, you guys can come on later when the lineless characters appear. So DW, if you turn off your video now, cool. Okay, and I will turn off my video. I will read stage directions.
Will we know?
What? Yes,
I
you will know.
Okay, because I didn't download your script yet. Sorry.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Okay, I will go away and I will read stage directions. Again, my suggestion was hoarding. I'm going to title this Storage. Night. In dark, the sound of a storage unit door clambering up. A rustling, someone grunts, someone swears under their breath.
Where the hell is the...
Click! An overhead bulb turns on by a string, illuminating Jackie, standing atop a disorderly pile of boxes and furniture.
Oh my God, where do I even...
She gets up her phone and dials.
Hey, this is ridiculous. I am never going to find it in time or ever. This is ridiculous. It's a heap, just a massive heap of junk. I don't even know where to start. Donna? Okay, yeah, you're right. I got to try, but it's going to be like a clothespin in a laundry basket. A needle in a haystack? No, you've never heard that? Well, why would there be a needle in a haystack? Who would put a needle in a haystack? It's a clothespin in a laundry basket. Clothespin belong with laundry baskets. Needles do not belong in haystacks. In any case, in this case, I'll be like finding a clothespin in 1,000 haystacks, laundry baskets. What I meant to say is laundry basket. Now you're distracting me. If I'm going to have any chance at all, I've got to get started.
The sound of a car, then headlights shine on the opening of the storage unit.
Great, now someone's coming. Let me let you go. Wish me luck. Break a leg? Why would I want to break a leg? I'm what? I'm in the theater? What the, Donna, hello? Hello?
Daryl enters, shining a flashlight on Jackie.
Hey, do you mind?
You can't be here.
Yeah, I know, it's after hours, so I'm sorry. Hey, can you please not shine that light in my face? Thank you. Hey, actually, could you shine it over here?
He does. Jackie starts digging through the boxes.
You're not supposed to be here. You can't be here.
Yeah, like I said, I know, I'm sorry, I'm here after hours, but it's kind of an emergency. And you know what? If you just keep shining the light this way, I can get out of here faster, and the sooner the better.
She digs. Daryl watches.
Is now a bad time to bring up the MasterCard bill?
What did you say?
I said, is now a bad time to bring up the MasterCard bill?
That's what I'm looking for. How did you know about... Do you have it? I need it. I need it now.
Someone was here earlier, right here at this very unit. They were looking for a MasterCard bill. Something about proving that the gravestone or a plot or something was already paid for.
Yes, that's it. We have to bury my mom, and we have a family plot, but they're telling us she can't have it, and the morgue is about to cremate, and if we don't have anywhere to send her, but I know we paid for that damn plot back in 2019 or 2020, long before she even got sick, back before she rented this damn place with all this useless crap. What the hell is this? Who was it? Who was here? Who did they find the MasterCard bill? Who took it?
The lights turn orange. Daryl looks up at the grid.
Like I said, lady, you can't be here anymore. We need this space back. The theater is opening up again. There's a load-in, I think it's called.
Theater, what?
Theater is coming back. You can't have this stuff here. This unit has to go.
A bunch of stagehands come onto the stage and start to carry out boxes and junk. Some begin to dismantle the very walls of the storage unit.
Wait, that's my mother's stuff. You can't take my mother's stuff. This is a lifetime of memories of her.
What were you planning to do with it all? Keep it?
The characters do a hand jive in perfect sync. Jackie, Daryl, and all the stage crew. The boxes dance along. The hanging click light bounces along. The roll-up storage unit door rolls up and down to the beat. A full clothesline is strung across the stage. The garments dance along to the beat.
Found it!
Everyone freezes. Jackie runs to the clothesline. There is a MasterCard bill held up by a clothespin. She takes down both.
The rest of it can go.
Blackout. Really weird. You're wackadoo. Thanks, guys.
I gotta tell you, the needle in a haystack and clothespin in a basket, Beautiful monologue. I got to keep that one.
Thank you.
I like that one. I
Thank
What
you,
another
enjoyed that
shot at it, but it was well written.
Thanks.
All right. Now we're going to fly into DWs pretty soon here. But first, before we go into, just know that we're going to hang around after reading DWs and a little moment afterwards, and after we say goodbye to you all, we're going to hang around for a while, a couple of minutes at least. And if you have any questions or anything you want to offer, anything you'd like to read that we didn't get a chance to read, it would be a great time to do it. So please stick around for afterwards. So now we're going to go to DWs, right?
Yep.
Ooh,
Yes.
all right.
Just remind us what you got for a suggestion.
What did I get? Oh, I asked for a location and I got a volcano. Location that you don't usually see on stage.
Right,
So,
right.
let me find my script. This is called Jones versus the Volcano.
Jones.
We have, and I can't remember who's reading what parts.
I'm reading Helmet.
I'm
Okay.
reading Jones.
Ken is reading Helmet. Mike's reading Jones, and Laura is reading Dr. Leah Ling,
Good.
who's a geologist. Helmet is also is her lover and a fellow geologist who is taking pictures as Jones, the farmer who owns the field, is standing by. The scene takes place in a field in the Midwest where a gurgling eruption in the scene belches smoke. I need to get off stage.
I'll get you off.
And we'll start with well, the scene begins with Jones' helmet and Dr. Ling.
How long is this going to go on like this?
One can only guess. But what do you say, Liebchen? Months, years, centuries?
Once these things start, they just keep on going.
Have you ever imagined you'd see it, Leah?
Never.
The birth of a new volcano.
A volcano? You mean this thing could erupt?
Eventually, perhaps, yeah.
Definitely.
When?
Say right now there's a fissure in the earth that's been under pressure for thousands of years.
Picture it this way. If your butt cheeks were held together by an enormous clothespin.
Precisely. Held together by a clothespin. And then, suddenly, under intense pressure,
An eruption of gas and heat, like a massive fart.
like a fart to end all farts.
Okay, I get it.
Because this eruption of gas could go on for years.
And spew a mountain of ash and pumice.
What's that going to do to my corn?
Any corn in this field will be buried under the mountain.
What mountain? All this thing has done for weeks is barf obnoxious fumes.
That's only the first phase.
What's the second phase?
A cone develops. It rises from the earth up, day after day, until you've got a massive mound of volcanic ash that hardens into rock.
How big a mountain are we talking about?
Step back. I need you to step away.
Leah, let me get a picture of you with Mr. Jones next to the fissure before it erupts.
I'm going to set up the seismograph right here.
Leah.
We'll leave it here, but I must have your assurance that it will not be touched. It is an extremely sensitive device.
I won't go near it, but I can't speak for my cows.
You have cows in this field?
If I can't plant any corn, I'll have to use it for pasture.
Mr. Jones, I can't allow you to put any cattle in this field. It is essential that we get reliable readings.
Well, I can't afford to leave this field unused. It either goes to corn or it goes to cattle.
Give it a couple of days. Your field will be going to hell.
I won't have it, I tell you.
He grabs a seismograph and hurls it into the fissure.
Oh, shit. That thing cost $5,000.
Is this a bad time to bring up the MasterCard bill?
Yes, it is a very bad time.
Because I don't think it was insured.
What's the matter with you? This is an important scientific research project and you just fucked it up.
I didn't call you people in to push me around. I got problems here and I need to get rid of it. Now, so what do you plan to do?
It's a volcano. What do you expect us to do?
You're the scientist. You tell me.
Suddenly the fissure rumbles and then gives off an orange glow.
What's that?
My God, we're in phase 2 already.
Helmut, get a picture. I think it's going to spew.
You better step back, Mr. Jones.
What's happening? Is this thing gonna erupt?
Oh, Leah, isn't it thrilling?
Oh, Helmut, it's the most exciting day of my life.
They fly to each other as an orange burble of lava appears in the fissure.
Hey, what's happening there? What's that orange stuff? It's getting kind of hot.
Very hot.
Oh, Helmut.
Helmut and Leah begin to do a hand jive in perfect sync.
Well, is that some kind of what is that? A secret society kind of thing? Are you two Freemasons?
Helmut, darling, do you know what this means? We'll make the cover of National Geographic.
If we survive the eruption.
Do you think my insurance is going to cover this?
A massive earthquake ensues.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh my
Wonderful.
God.
Wonderful.
I love it.
Oh,
Helmut. I love it.
Helmut.
wonderful. Well, that's great. It's just great. It's just great. That's all I can say. Here we go.
Oh, very, very fun. And I love the evolution of the hand jive. Before we close up for the evening, we wanted to thank some of the people who've helped keep us going, as you see here on your screen here. As the new normal approaches and we begin to get into it and get our acts together, it's heartening to think back on how we all recognize that supporting each other through the past 20 months was a way of supporting ourselves. So for us in the performing arts, many of us figured out a way to maintain our connection to our audience and to each other, and our audiences responded with warmth and encouragement and generosity. So Synergy Theater and Freestyle Rep want to sincerely thank all of those who have participated with us, and right now, especially those who contributed to our organizations for the past 20 months and helped us keep going since May of 2020. We're not out of the deep end yet, so if you'd like to toss any size of life preserver our way, our websites are in the chat again. I would actually like to say, go for Synergy Theater if you feel like tossing in something today. I know that Ken is getting his live show back up and running and trying to reach live audiences, and would especially appreciate any support as we continue to get back into whatever this new normal is going to be. Thank you. And I would also like to say thanks to all of our playwrights. Thank you so much. Thank you, D.W. Gregory, for jumping in and joining us. D.W.'s play, Radium Girls, is on at the Metropolitan Playout. Oh, look at that director, Laura Livingston. That's some hot young talent here in town, I believe. If you're in the New York area, it's on until November 21st. And if you're planning to see it, I would suggest making a reservation because it's proving to be rather popular. So buy a ticket in advance. And everyone, Chow and Ray and Deborah and EJ and Danielle and Karen, thank you for coming from the 4, 5, 6 corners of
Thank you.
the world.
Oh, cool. From all over.
We had a great playwrights. We had a great jam at the beginning, and if we can get that recording to you, I advise watching it. It was really fun. So now we'll say goodbye to whoever's leaving us, and those who are sticking around, we can stick around and chat about whatever is crossing our minds. Good night, anyone who's leaving us. Good night, anyone who's watching a recording of this.
Congratulations, playwrights. Excellent playwriting.
Yeah.
Excellent plays tonight.
What do you think? Should I leave it live streaming or shall I turn it off so we can talk privately?
Let's talk private.
All right. Goodbye, everybody on the live stream.